Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this new session, our monthly session. In this occasion, we were going to review the release notes, all those things that we have introduced since last week, if I remember well. And I will go through general explanation on all the things we have introduced. I would like to continue sharing with you a survey that will give us as well some values feedback, and perhaps if you would be so kind to answer that survey. That's how we are putting in place new features and some other stuff. So it's very values feedback for us. And last but not least, as usual, I would like to share with you the CRM users identify with a wrong role or with a wrong license, just to fix that. Okay, let's start with the release note. Deployment note. Good. As usual, I divide it by CRM license type, light, then light and advanced, or advanced, and finally the Power BI reports, right? The next one is just for light CRM users, just for light CRM users. Do you remember how I have several times defined the way CRM was behaving, right? When we did this initial migration from profile to your system, right, that database was migrated with the customers and the equipment belonging to those customers, right? And depending on how the dealer was working with CRM, the new equipment delivered to customers would be automatically injected in the customer database or not, right? If you have been using CRM just in how I call limited mode, which is just to create an account, your equipment will remain the same as it was in the original migration, compared to all those dealers that have been using in light mode, creating the opportunities, winning the opportunities, and indirectly these equipments would have been fulfilling the database since the original migrations till today, or in advance. Advance is the same. Light mode or advanced mode have been adding these additional equipments since that original migration, as I said, done 2 or 3 years ago. All right, good. If you remember, we established a process to fix that missing equipment, to give you the chance to start using light and not lose the equipment delivered in that shadow time, right? That process was called warranty import process, and some of you already did that. So like Cofabel, for instance, so they were getting the advantage of massively bringing all these missing equipments, right? I have a good news, right? From now on, this injection, or how it's defined in CRM, will be changed. So we don't need you to fulfill the opportunities or the quotes, right? We will be injecting the equipments from warranty in an automated mode from last week for the future, right? This is what we call, sorry, I moved too fast, OC in CRM Lite, right? In advance, of course, you're creating the quotes and this is automated. But in Lite, what we will do basically is analyze all the retail sold machines and directly migrate it to the CRM solution, to your customers, right? Is there any question?
No. Hello, Gonzalo. So it's only about the new machines, or you will be fulfill this gap for another dealer? As like we don't use it still, like light mode. So
no problem, Tatiana. In your case, I would recommend to consume this warranty import process. All I need is an email from you saying, "Hey, Gonzalo, we would like to fulfill the missing equipments since the original migration till this June 2026, right? Because we have a gap there with 200 missing machines." It's very simple. All I need to do is just to forward this email to our colleagues that directly inject the machines, and in less than 1 week, you have the full historical machines. And from now on, from June, you will get equipment creation in an automated mode in your customers. Okay.
Perfect.
Independently whether you create the opportunities or not, right? Any other question? Good. Let's continue with the light and advanced news, right? This is affecting both light and advanced. Good. This is the full list of things. I'm going to review them in a minute. The first one is proper campaign tracking when the opportunity is linked with a marketing and demo campaign, right? You have here the description, but I will go in detail on the system. That maybe it's helping you to understand what I mean. Yeah. So basically, what we have included in the opportunity is the source campaign and the demo campaign fields. So you can track them separately, right? There could be marketing campaigns and demo campaigns related to the same opportunity. In the past, we had to decide whether one or the other. Now, with this new capability, we are splitting these in two fields, so you can associate to a marketing campaign and a demo campaign to track appropriately your opportunities, right? If you remember, right from the first stage, from prospection, opportunity creation, quote, then we can track the full path from both sides of the story, from typical marketing campaigns or prospect campaigns and the demo campaigns. Questions? Okay, I will continue with my next news. So review and record assignment, new cascading rules, right? As far as you probably remember, in CRM, we were able, when we have a user which was leaving the company, or for any reason, I had to reassign all the CRM records to another user because he was replacing that old person, or maybe that old person was taking a new position, so I need to reassign all the records. It was 0 or 100, so it was black or white. Right? So we were missing these appropriate tracking on the opportunities and many other stuff. Just consider, if I was user A, I had created whatever number of opportunities, and then I was leaving the company, all these opportunities was directly moving to user B. So there was no way to appropriately track historical opportunities from user A compared to new opportunities created by user B. So we have modified the rules according to this record assignment, right? Then in the system, it's the same story. All I need to do for the user which is leaving or which is changing his role is accessing the users, accessing that user, and pressing reassign records. Then reassign records from clicking on yes, reassign records to another user. And I'm going to define right now which would be the records that will remain with the old users and which are the ones that will be reallocated. Good. So the records that will be moved will be contacts, customers, and equipment relating to those customers, and license, Precision Tech license. These are going to be totally reallocated to the new user. On the other hand, some other child records like opportunities, quotes, product line item belonging to the quotes, customer orders from one quote, incentives, adjustments, or tradings will remain with the original owner. So you can decide whether reassign these opportunities to the new user or to keep them in the old user. Will be up to you. For activities is the same. Maybe I have an old appointment that could be or not should be followed by the new user. Then is your decision to move them or to keep them. All right. To move them is very, very simple. It's just a matter of accessing to that area, activities, owning by whatever, and tick them all and reassigning to the new user. Same with appointments, same with emails, same, no, not with emails, but same for tasks, same for opportunities created by this person, and move them to the new user with ticking them all and using the assign button at the top of the ribbon. Okay. Questions so far? Good. We have added 2 new categories for the marketing lists. If you remember, we had historically 150 plus on the horsepower. We have between 100 and 150, right? Now we have included this new horsepower segment from 100 to 200 or 200 plus, right? Anytime you create a marketing list, remember how it was really beneficial to flag it or categorize it according to the horsepower segment. Then in the Power BI reports, we can not filter by all the tractors, but with any specific subsegments we have artificially created. And these are the ones we have created in the marketing list. All right? Questions? Okay, then let's continue. Demo appointments. Maybe you have noticed how there's a new section on the CRM system showing a new category called demo calendar, right? What will we find here? Basically, this is what I was saying before, the horsepower segment. Now we have the possibility with the demo calendar to track for whatever demo campaign, equipments associated to that demo campaign, and check if they're already booked or not, right? It's very, very simple. The way of using this, it's, let's say, displayed by weeks. So you can select one or the other weeks or the future weeks. This button is just to color in John Deere colors or not. There you can find all appointments or demo appointments. This is displaying the selected demo campaign. We have one equipment, just one equipment allocated to this demo campaign. Is that one? If we would have many, I would have displayed here some others. There's just one booking, one reservation for that week. And you can read here, which is the owner, the salesman, the time for that reservation, and the campaign and the machine, right? So it will be easy for you to track if any machine is blocked or not, when it's blocked, which salesman is blocking, and so on and so forth, right? This is as well available for the salesman, okay? You can hide or expand this section. Yeah. Any question? Nope. Good. Remember, to be able to display that, we need to create marketing campaigns. So we should go to the marketing area campaigns and create the marketing campaign. I was describing that some meetings ago, but if you need to re-explain that, I can do that, of course. So by doing that, you will have a capability to attach or link one or many marketing lists. That could be, for instance, 6R demo campaign, and this would be 6R 150, 6R 110, 6R whatever. The related equipments, one or many. And last but not least, the demonstrations. This can be done from this area. Adding new marketing list, adding existing demo equipments, or finally adding new appointments from here. And now this is complemented with the demo calendar. All right. I was even sharing with you, if you remember, one of the dashboards to continue doing the tracking in this demo dashboard. I was visualizing, or I was sharing with you so you can do that and see your own numbers. I was visualizing the existing demo machines. This is a kind of demo calendar as well, including the appointments, demo campaigns, demo marketing lists, machines available for demo, and right below the existing machines with the appointments. But this is something I homemade it, okay? This is all about demo. Questions? Okay. Next thing, duplicate detection rules on leads, right? Please remember that anytime I create a lead, if you remember the difference between a lead and a prospect, lead is a customer which is coming to me, either by CBYO, the customer build your own platform, or maybe I'm collecting them in national fairs, in international fairs, through Facebook, through Instagram. So I generate a lead. That's a customer actively coming to me, compared to a prospect. Prospect is something I some person I'm searching in the database, and I actively go to them. Leads comes to me, I go to prospects. That's the main difference. So for leads, sometimes we have just the last name and the topic, and I need to qualify that lead. Should be one person or the salesman doing this qualification task in the leads area. Here's my pending leads, and I should allocate, or I should either try to search this Paul Pfeiffer in my database, or if I don't find in my database, create a new account. That's how I qualify leads. I fulfill the interest, and then finally qualify the lead. So I generate an opportunity. This is the full process in few words, okay? I have additional things like rating, warm, hot, or cold, which are cool. But basically, that new feature is going to help me cleaning the database. So it's going to help me detecting duplicates. In the case I'm searching if this Paul Pfeiffer is an existing account, I would take a look to the magnifier. If I don't find it here, maybe I can use the advanced mode. And there, perhaps I know the email address. Let me check. Oh, or maybe I will use one of those here. For instance, Adelaide. Just imagine that this is the database, the email address. Hey, I already have an Adelaide Holmes, so I don't need to create that new record, and I can tick it, done it, and then it's simply adding that account, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that this duplicate detection rules helps me to avoid duplicates. Maybe I add the email address, and when I try to generate the account, there will be a pop-up message saying, hey, you know what? You already have another account with that precise phone number or email address. What do you want to do? Merge them or simply allocate to this existing account? Okay. So basically, this is the main benefit of this additional feature, to clean leads and avoid creating duplicate accounts from existing leads, inbound leads. Okay. Questions so far?
Yes. If the lead comes in with a name and an email address and even telephone number, but no physical address, and we want that the salesman qualify this lead, how do you know which salesman from which area you have?
That's a good question.
Because
what I would do is establish a process in lead collection where the person which is taking the lead ensure maybe not just the email or the telephone, but as well a kind of the province or the village or whatever that helps you to identify which should be the responsible salesman or sales manager to assign this lead. You know, or if you have a phone number, you can call that customer and say, hey, please, we noticed that you're interested in this or that. Are you interested to receive one of our sales representative? If so, please give us your full address, and then we will send the right person from your area. Right.
Okay.
But good. These are the basically the fields used to detect the duplication: country-specific ID, VAT, email, telephone, name, or postal code. Right. Good. What else? Next thing, protect LOC-related documents. This is not a super cool thing. Basically, what we are doing, if you remember, in any account where you collect the lead, in the timeline, there was here the LOC collection, the document collected, right, by the customer, signed by the customer. Now we have established a rule to avoid that this note here can be deleted, avoiding this deletion, right, by mistake. You know, so it's not a super cool thing, but at least something which contributes to safe. New hierarchy for views, accounts, and user. Wow, this is a nice thing we have right now. So this is the result of what I'm gonna do right now in a second. Let me go back. This is my one of my favorite accounts, Vinicius Junior. This is one of my main accounts. But just imagine that I would like to see in just one single view equipments, opportunities, contacts created for that customer. In the old times, 1 month ago, I need to go area by area, detecting equipments, contacts, opportunities. Now we have this view hierarchy button. If I press that, this is reflecting the main areas for this customer, Bini Junior. Let me hide it. And then I have the account name. If I press here on the right-hand side, is being displayed the account details, or the contacts associated, one or many, or the equipments associated, 18 equipments. If I press there, I access directly to that equipment detail, and I can modify anything from here to there. So it's helping me navigating through this customer, or open opportunities for this customer, or open appointments. So from here, I can modify all the appointments if needed, complete it, fulfill it, or any other thing, or active cases from Expert Connect, right? So basically, this is helping you to have a full picture on any account. You can use the search function even to, let's say, combines. Let's see, combines is just one combine, maybe tractors. I have whatever number of tractors, and I can move from here quickly, right? Using this navigation on the left-hand side, or opportunities created for these or that, So it's very, very easy to navigate. Once you finish, you click on go back, and boom, you're in the account again. But not just for accounts. We can use it as well for users, right? So in the user area, when you establish the settings, I can open one or the other users. This is one of my, which is at the top of the pyramid of users. Eduardo Martinez Dubago is one of our divisional sales managers in Spain. By pressing view hierarchy, it's a similar story. I can see the guy on the top of the pyramid, but I can continue watching the full pyramid from here. You see? And it's the same then here. Or access here, and then access here, then go into user data and modify the information from that guy by pressing +new maintain user information and modifying the permissions or the information or the activation for Power BI, Trading App, or the other tools, right? This got changes. So it's very easy to navigate through the full pyramid, establishing the connections and then continue editing the users. Any question so far? No? Is all clear? I'm surprised. Maybe I'm so good teacher that you get all. Okay, thank you. So next nice feature. Everything is explained in my PowerPoint. Remember that it's super, super important that you extend this information internally. You are the people echoing my new messages to all the CRM users or sales managers, the one that you perceive, the features that you perceive that will be very appreciated by them in general. Okay, please do so. And on top of this presentation, at the end of this section, I'm including another slide with the Word note, with a Word document which includes every single detail. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. Show buying interest reports on account timeline. Good. Anytime I am in the prospect area, generating a buying interest for any person, this will be reflected in the timeline of this account. Or if I qualify as no interest or generate a new opportunity, everything is going to be reported here in the timeline of the account. All right. So in my accounts, I can see here in the timeline, on top of any other activity, the buying interest. Let me check if I have any here. Timeline associated to buying. Let's see if I have, new buying interest for this or that. I don't know if you're using this searching box in the timeline, but it's definitely a nice tool to check the post you have done according to this account, or the emails you have sent according to this account, or tasks or appointments or any other thing. Because at some point you will start collecting many interactions with your customers. So that's a nice place to search or use the filter in the timeline for a similar thing. Notes, post, activities, appointments, emails. All right, status, overdue, closed, completed, whatever, right? Please practice, or sorting, expanding all the records. Yeah, we have multiple different nice things here, okay? So you have the full list or whatever, right? I highly recommend it. Good, what else? Qualify aftermarket leads into buying interest. If you remember, the lead process by qualifying was generating the opportunity directly. If this is the sales funnel, leads are not going to prospects, goes directly into opportunities. Well, for aftermarket, we have modified that process. So simply in my leads associated to aftermarket product families, you know, all the campaigns launched by our aftermarket colleagues, anytime that I would qualify that lead, that it's converted into the buying interest if I would have fulfilled here the related marketing list, aftermarket marketing list, right? I don't know if I have any here. Maybe not, but yeah, expert check seminar. That could be an aftermarket marketing list. And by qualifying, it's moved to the marketing area. Where is it? Yeah, so going to the marketing list, in my marketing list area, they would appear, that lead would be appearing here, marketing list. This is that one in that area. Right? Questions? Good. POPs sync buying interest status to POPs. Good. Do you remember POPs integration? POPs is a system that is typically used by our aftermarket colleagues, right? So basically, the advantage of this integration between POPs and CRM is that our aftermarket colleagues can use POPs to select customers for any of their marketing campaigns. So in CRM, we generate a marketing list with a campaign code, and POPs will directly inject the selected customers from POPs into CRM. So they can continue tracking the buying interest and creating the opportunities, or flagging the no interest. So in the past, it was just one way. The information was just moving in one way. Now we have created that bi-directional way. So anything I'm reporting in CRM as won or sold or no interest in CRM will be coming back to POPs to have the same information in both systems. You know, questions? I was describing POPs in our last meeting in March. So if you have any question on regards how POPs works together with CRM, you can go there and review that explanation. Basically, now it's the other, the information is moving as well from CRM to POPs, right? So far, any question? This is for light and advanced. Now I'm moving into the advanced dealers, just advanced dealers. No question? Okay. Let's continue with the advanced dealers. I have 4 new features for advanced dealers. The first one is quick sales process functionality combined with parent and child products, right? Quick sales process was a super cool thing, especially for the typical interaction with our customer. For instance, he's searching for a lawnmower. I have the machine there in the stock. and I don't want to spend time creating the opportunity, and then from the opportunity creating the quote, and then from the quote adding the PLI, the machine, right? So we created 1 year ago, basically, the capability of select that product and press this quick sales button, which is generating automatically the opportunity and moving me to the quote, and from the quote adding that element just with one single click, right? Now, what we have done is not just moving that equipment, but the child equipments. And with child, what I mean is the related equipment. I have the capability in my product catalog to link machines between them, right? For instance, I could link this tractor with its respective loader, or one combine with the respective header, right? So we have those as a package, and anytime I use this quick sales function, they will come together to the quote. Okay. Are you using parent-child relation between products, Michael, for instance, you in similar?
Yes, we do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I don't see, I don't know, Steph, I guess, Steph from Kafabel. Do you use parent-child relation between your products in the catalog?
Not really, no.
Is there a reason for that? You do normally not link products in between them,
maybe it's good you show it once again. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How to link those products is very simple. All you need to do is on the equipment side, there is a parent-child as well place, or related items place, where you can allocate this to a parent. So in this case, I was doing the other way around. I should select the loader, and from the loader, select the parent. The parent will be the tractor, or the header, and from the header, move into this area and select the appropriate combine. All right. That's as simple as this. Then you have them linked, and then you can use the catalog combining those products together. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Good. Any other question, suggestion, feedback? Okay. And wow, that's a great news for you as well. Do you remember when we mentioned how factory delivery date was including, together with JDME integration, we were putting additional data, factory delivery date, estimated time arrival from the company which is doing the transportation, and And many of you say, hey, it would be great if we would be notified when there is a gap or a delay, and a strong delay on the product. Well, we've got it, right? So users will be notified with significant changes to factory delivery dates. With significant changes, we mean a difference of 2 weeks or more with the original communicated factory delivery date, right? The system is detecting, again, via OSI, order status integration, JDMint, to make it a long story short. And the communication will appear to users in the equipment, or, as you are in advance, in the customer order section, in the one quotes, right? Recipients, people which will receive the notification, basically would be the salesman, the customer order owner, and the responsible sales administrator you have identified for the customer order. So going into the customer order, one quote, remember that you should establish the responsible sales admin who is taking care of this one quote to control the deliveries. Then, for instance, my dear friend Irina. So if there would be any delay on the equipment here, there will be a notification in that area for that person, or for the salesman responsible for that tractor. Let me emphasize again one more time the importance of installing CRM through Power Apps in the cell phone. Thanks to this, you would receive as well a notification in your cell phone if you are the salesman responsible for this one deal with an equipment involved, which will experiment a delay. So you can quickly call your customer and say, hey, you know what, sorry for that, but there's going to be a delay from the factory. Promoting this communication between salesmen and customers probably, yeah, there will be maybe more better accepted by this customer, right? Than not expected delays. Good. Any other question? This is how it would look like, the notification. The notification is here as well. This is my notifications area, or here in the ring bell. Okay. Questions? Good. Document call package. We have another 2 more new features here. The first one is the capability to create documents from products. Good. When I'm visiting a customer and we are discussing about a 6R, some dealers directly create the quote, including all the values and all the features and blah, 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 blah. And some others prefer, yeah, maybe not be so aggressive given the numbers, but first providing an initial overview of the product. You can provide them via build and price. In build and price, you can produce a PDF document and give this to the customer, including values or not, or just description. This is available in build and price, or from now on, through this DOCO feature, you can click on the button create document from product. And this is going to give a Word document designed by you, including your picture, the picture of the machine, the specs, and however you would like to define and design that document for the customer, right? But unfortunately, we need to work on the template as usual, right? But from now on, this is available. And last but not least, finally, we have DocuSign for our CRM system. Again, we will have to modify the templates, adding 3 fields, if I remember well. We have the instructions, so maybe you can do a try by yourself. But if you need support, of course, we can organize a meeting to modify that. So thanks to this, you can deliver a document in PDF or Word format to your customer to be signed, and then you will get the digital signature on it. We're going to store these documents on the quote, one quote relative to that deal. Okay? Questions? Good. Please remember that we are going to subsidize. That's important. We are going to subsidize DocuSign for the rest of the fiscal year 2026, so 3 months. That means that if you generate documents, including the DocuSign, will be for free. But from November onwards, there will be a price for these documents generated with the DocuSign feature, right? So my recommendation here will be, please create 2 templates. One for provisional quotes, no cost, that's fine. And then reserve 1 template for the final document to be signed by the customer. This will have a cost of €1.50, so it's not too much compared to visiting the customer, getting the signature and going back. Compare this fuel cost or printing cost with color on it, compared to the benefit of collecting this DocuSign safe document on your CRM system, right? Is that clear? Good. Then what else? Now it's time for the user experience features, right? This is the list of the new things we have. So 6 little things, some of them for light, some of them just for advanced and sales reps. The first thing is the way we have changed the sorting of opportunities in account subgrid. So in account subgrid, this is my opportunities for this account. And in the past, it was a different order. What we have done now is that by default, you will get the newer to older sorting. Okay? To facilitate that you identify the last opportunity first, right? Or the estimated, not the last, sorry, not the creation date. It's about the estimated closing date. The ones that should get, or the customers you estimate to get the signature from, not the top, right? So for instance, in this opportunity, I was estimating, well, this is overdue. In fact, this is overdue, blah, 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 right? And of course, this is more than overdue at the bottom. You can simply order to newer to clean them, win it, lose it, or postpone it. But once everything is clean, when everything is clean, yeah, this will be the coming closure opportunities. Okay. Next thing, by default, we have established the all active campaigns in the campaign section. Again, not a nice or super advanced thing, but by default, you will have all active campaigns here in the campaign area. Next thing, we have added the country-specific ID and VAT number in the lead form. So when you create a lead, now there are two new fields, VAT number, country-specific ID number, right, to be fulfilled by you. What else? Power guards, we have hide the attachment tab because it was making no sense in any quote where you have all the products you're selling. There could be here a power guard. If we would open the power guard and open that element, there's no attachments here, right? To save time and space for you, maybe make it much more clear, right? Auto post notification on opportunity status updates. That's cool because in opportunity or account, anytime that I modify the opportunity by winning, selling, or postponing or whatever, there will be a notification in the account or in the opportunity, the timeline here. That's a timeline. The timeline area will be notified, right? What else? Last but not least, visibility of in the PLIs, in the elements, in the quotes and the customer orders of order number and DBS ID in quotes and opportunities. So if I would open a quote, right, and I would maximize the grid, I can see here the COMAR number or the DBS number to identify if my salesman sold the right machine to the right customer, right? It should be somewhere here, the COMAR. Isn't it here? Maybe not in the maximized grid, but perhaps in the quote. Okay, sorry, it's not here, but in the customer order, definitely it is. Manufacturer order number. If you need to reallocate to another machine, you can do that from here, replacing the machine for the other. Okay. And that's all about news. Again, we are working on the redesign of CRM, moving from CRM 1.0 to 2.0 with this multi-environment system. All right. So we will isolate your data in a single environment. So next year, you will be able to create your own workflows, connect to your own Power BIs with no restriction, right? And the system should be faster. That's the main advantage. We have defined and allocate lots of our resources on this new thing that will come. That's the reason that maybe you find here this release a little bit poor in terms of new nice things, but yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we're more concentrated on the next year. All right, any question? Nope. Good. Let me continue with the Power BI. Now, for those lead lovers, we have created a new Power BI report that you will definitely appreciate. It's lead effectiveness. If you remember, we have on one side the marketing effectiveness, marketing and prospecting effectiveness, where you can track your marketing campaigns, prospects or contacts you selected, opportunities you created, quotes and wants, and the effectivity. Now we have a similar thing for leads. Leads, it's a compilation of whatever number of leads, the ones you open, the ones you've qualified or disqualified. We can see dealer by dealer. You remember that you see user by user allocated leads, right? And you can see multiple different things. You can sort it by product families, by ratings, hot, cold, or warm, source campaigns, the status of those leads, defining the time range for these leads analyses, or sales manager, salesman, product family for tractors, for combines, or whatever. Count the different source campaigns for those leads, and review the evolution in terms of lead closing times, right? We have as well another sheet for directly the leads, independent leads, if they were generating an opportunity or not, the number of the name of the lead, or the quality. Oh, sorry, it's not quality here. Should be status, warm, cold, or hot. Status reason for closing or disqualifying or whatever, right? But you can easily track from now on the leads, right? This is one main change, and the second one is about the top revenue customers. If you remember, we launched it 3 months ago. This is helping you to control customers that brings you the 80% of the revenue. Basically, the system is detecting in your quotes the volume. It's selecting the customers who brings the 80% of the volume. So you get a list here. And from that list, you can track the precision tech. No segmented, no usage, beginner, intermediate, advanced, or expert, right? For the fiscal year today, for the last 12 months, last 24 months, last 36 months. But in your report as well, if I remember well, you will have a vision on the precision tech owner, the CRM ID for those customers, opportunities ID, organization ID coming from Operations Center, marketing email consent, and the LOC as well. So you can track many, many other things for the rolling 12, 24, or last rolling 36, plus a map. You have a nice map visualizing those customers, which represent for you the 80% of your revenue based on your primary one quotes, right? Not easy to describe. Probably it would be easy to, if you test by your own, because we don't have access to some of the things I have described, for instance, to customer maps or these other columns. I don't have access to the accounts. I just can see dealers, and that's why you have it here. Okay, questions so far? No question? Good. Here we have the, I have inserted as well in the slide deck, the full Word document, right? Let me show you in 1 second how to navigate through it. It's very simple. Remember, you can use the view navigation. Show heading levels to 4. You will get CRM Lite with a feature for CRM Lite, CRM Lite and Advanced with the features for Lite and Advanced dealers, or 4 features for Advanced, and the user experience. These 4 things I have, or 5 things I have described, plus the Power BI report. All right, you can use the search document if you're interested in Doco, for instance. Right, the system should be highlighting the areas for Doco. I'm not sure how good you are with Word, but again, if you can learn something from Word as well today, I'm happy. Okay, that's a really, really nice thing we have in Word. Good. No questions then? Yep.
So Gonzalo, maybe a short question from my side.
Yeah.
Regards to the notification about delays of the machines, that was FDD will change 14
More than
days,
2
you
weeks.
say. More than 2
More
weeks.
than-
It's,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a default 14 days. Then the notification will appear on the CRM.
Yep.
Okay. It's just to be sure that
Yeah,
nobody will
that's the
change
case.
this. That's 7 or whatever days. That's 14 as a default.
Yeah, 14.
Okay.
This
Yep.
is a strong delays to avoid having
Yeah,
multiple
okay.
notifications.
Yeah.
We restrict to really notifications that should concern us, you know, because we need to get in touch with the customer and affected and so on. 7 days is, yeah, this is not so much from my point of view. Okay, good. Surveys, please, we need your help here. As usual, you have here the QR code just to help us with this simple question, right? We are reviewing the quote activation process in CRM, exploring to reduce the time it takes to activate the quote. And one option would be not running behind the scenes some automations, which is the validation automated, right, during quotes. Remember that validation is simply connecting to build and price to revalidate the product, which includes the right codes and descriptions, so it can be built, right, basically. So you can validate and then activate if you want to validate it. But we are wondering if getting out this validation from all the things that run behind the scenes before activating will speed up the process. So if you are not interested at all in validating before activation, just answer the surveys in one way or the other, so we can compile the opinion from many dealers, not just in international, but in France, Germany, and the other areas, to make a decision on removing this validation while activating the quote or not. All right. Do you got the point? Good. Perfect. Yeah, that's obviously this is for advanced dealers, right? If you're in light, don't do that, please, because you don't have any idea of what I'm referring to. Good. My favorite topic, roles in 007. Assembler. Michael, you have one. Probably this is a new user, right? I hope. Okay, good. Anyway, I'm just making you aware, especially, for instance, AgroSolar RDO. I don't know if we have any colleague from AgroSolar or RDO, MacDeal, or AgroSem. Here is the list of users. You have this role. Remember that role 007 is a specific role we have for the new users generated in DPA, but not but without any dedicated role in CRM. So I have given a license to a new salesman in advance, but the CRM system is not so wise to know if this is a salesman, a manager, or what the hell it is, right? That's the reason why we generate this 007. The problem is that this 007 cannot access the system. So you're paying for a license, and all these users, 35 people, cannot access the system. So please either revoke the license or give them the right CRM license, and then they can start working with it. We are not here to gain money with CRM. In fact, what we do is just transfer the invoice from Microsoft to you. So every time I see 35 people with paying, I don't know, 49 euros in light or 65 euros in advance, it's making me nervous, right? Because we could save a lot of money here. So please restrict the usage of CRM to the right people and please reassign the right role to the persons. Okay. Questions so far about role 007?
One quick question. We are standing for 1 at that one, but there's no one on the list and not in my system either. So is it a fault or is it something that I can't see?
Well, Michael, I guess that let me check if I can.
Just to be sure that I don't have any.
No problem. No problem. So I did it 1 or 3-4 days ago, so probably it could be at that time. Yeah, but let me check. I can quickly do that. So where are you? Similar 48 DK. Yeah, there we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Role 007.
No, that's the new guy, but that's changed. Perfect. Now I know who it is. Yes, sure.
Good. For the rest, you have here the people, right? And last but not least, remember, light and advanced should not be combined unless we have an exception, because maybe you're in the middle of a training and you're just testing the advanced to be able to deliver the adequate training to new advanced users. You can be in between. But I can see here AgroSem. Is it anybody from AgroSem in the room today? Okay, so we have here one user that should be in advance. And for Audio Ukraine, is there anybody from Audio?
Yes, Gonzalo. Nicola.
Good.
Here.
Nicola, please. You have here this guy and this guy that should be in light. Remember, you have to go to DPA, change the license, and then they will become role 007. So 2 or 8 hours later, you have to enter the system, enter in that user, and give the right CRM license. If you have any question, please come back to me. Yeah.
Yes, we changed the rule from 007, but license is still light, but must be advanced.
No, you should not be in advanced.
Yes, still see a light license.
You should be in light. You are not yet CRM advanced dealer because I have not trained you. Please move your users to light.
Okay.
It's not just about training or access. It's about your system will not work. You know, I need to notify my colleagues to move you onto the advanced solution, right?
Okay.
Please, you will become advanced pretty soon, in a couple of weeks. So I'm happy that you're enthusiastic to become advanced, but we need to spend a little bit of time training you. Okay. So again, you will have to change your users to light, these guys, and you will notice how they have no access to the system. So you will have to go here, settings, users, and any role 106 in your organization will have to open that user, press user data button, click here, plus maintain user information, and then give that person the right role. Either 102 sales reps, 106 managers, 110 specialist. In light, in advance, there are many other roles. Okay, Dennis, do you have any question?
Yeah, sure. Yes, sorry to interrupt, but I have to run to a steering committee meeting. So
yep. Yeah, no problem.
We talk on Monday. Yeah. Let's continue now. Thank you for this, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao. Good. So for the rest of the people, we're running out of time with the meeting. I have no more topics to cover. The next meeting will take place the 17th of July, right? I have some ideas from the last meetings, but if you have any specific question or something you would like to check, please send me a note and I will include that on the next meeting agenda, right? And yeah, so please have a good weekend, and thank you very much for attending to this meeting today. Cheers. Have a good week. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gonzalo.
Thanks. Bye. Bye-bye. Osoba koju ste pozvali isključila je mobilni telefon ili je privremeno nedostupna.
Ćao. Šta radiš? Ne znam, gdje sam, oni blizu nego nisam. Pa da, vidiš na objavama kako šibam traktore i sve to, ne? Da, mislim, znaš, ono, malo izbliza, pa samo kabinu, pa samo sa strane, pa samo, mislim da razumeš, da bude različitije, kad su već tu, razumeš to, hoće ti kažem, znaš, jer mislim, bude mi tako šteta, znaš, ipak je to lovetina, razumeš, ono, znaš, velike, pardon. Da, naravno hoću da objavim, razumeš, tako da, ne znam kad, a? To je. Ma to je okej, koliko uspeš, samo kažem ti, znaš, nemoj uspravne, položene. Da. Da. Znaš, da telefon bude horizontalno, znači slika da ima širinu, ne visinu. Razumeš? Znaš, važi. Jer onda kada tako radiš, onda je moguće da radiš šta hoću. Ovako kad je uspravno, to je to. Znaš, ja iz položaja uvijek mogu dobiti uspravno, obrnuto ne mogu. Znaš. Ništa, ajde, čujemo se, hvala ti puno naprijed. Ćao. Ćao. Kaži. Samo, evo ga.
Ja kliknem na njegov komar broj, uzim u njega i na njega radim. Onaj zahtevan.
Ovako, I see customer from Saša Gluvić Miloš Kevilj as no buy for T5500. I did receive a discount request for this same customer for T5600. Should there be a quote for T5600 mark as the one then?
Čekaj, T5.
Vidim Saša, kupac Saša Gluvića Miloš Kevilj iz Divoša je prikazan kao no buy za Combine T5500, znaš. Ja sam dobila discount request za istog kupca, za Sašu Kevilja, za Combine T5600. Da li bi onda trebalo da bude... U jednom i drugom slučaju T5 Combine, manji. Da.
Tako vam ti poživati, samo sekundu.
Jesi ga retailovao?
Da sam ga retailovan, nije retailovan.
Što?
Pa zato što tek danas i fizički otišao i čeka da se upaci ovaj request, a vidimo danas retailovan. Znači, evo, T5500 komar 066529, u njemu sam ubacio incentive, tražio sam incentive od 4%.
Za koga?
Za Kevilja.
Za koji Combine?
T5500.
Znači nije T5600, da?
Ne. Nemam ni poručbe, ne mogu da nađem, daj da kliknem na njega.
Nema veze, nego ja sam odgovaram.
Zašto je onaj sistem nešto tamo sjebao ili ja sam tražio za, čak sam vidim šta sam ja priložio dokumenta. Da nisam promašio kupce pa stavio nekog drugog. Ne, nisam, kontrakt, zove se Kevilj Divoš, nije. Ček, samo da nije u kontraktu zajebano nešto, a to sad nije do mene jebao mater. Na sekundu. Nije, lepo piše 500, serijski broj, ne, sve čisto.
Discount request has been done za T5500, jel?
Da, T5500.
So,
poslati print screen, ako ćeš da vidiš šta je razine.
Pošaljem print screen da njaka. Discount request has been done for moment. Kevilj. Miloš Kevilj.
A, vidi se, Kevilja piše pre-sold date, komar number i šta je zahtevano. Tamo ti otvorio print screen.
Miloš Kevilj, no buy, T5600, T5500.
T5500. Da se još samo nema Kevilj, da piše, ali vidi se 4% traženo, komar, broj, serijski broj, pre-sold date 3. jun. Nema šta sve se vidi.
Pre-sold date je 3. jun.
Da.
Discount rejected,
Ja još ne meni print screen.
Evo. I još mi nešto rekao, 555.
Znači vidio mail, si stigao?
Evo. Dobro, da. Ok, super. Dalje. Discount can be guaranteed only if the mention in the sales funnel Excel file. Is it okay? I will add a line to the file that you sent. Also, the trade-in model is a case and not a class.
Trade model is not?
Trade model je case, not a class. Ne class. Sada vidim, Kevilj.
Sad ću ti reći šta je. Case, tako je. Case je prijavljen.
A gdje se vidi da je klas?
Ne vidi se nigdje, zato je rađena case-a. Znači, uzeo dobio slike od nekog case-a i taj smo priložili. Mislim, nemoj sad da smo dobili neko navodno, on ima svoj case, pa smo taj uzeli
The trade-in model is a case, not a class. A ti taj trade-in to upisuješ tu, u tom nekom requesteru. Gdje upisuješ to?
Imaš taj IRS sistem.
A, u IRS-u, aha.
IRS. A incentive request system.
Da, znam.
I onda tu po komar uđeš unutra, prvo traktor kombajn markiraš sold, posle 24 sata on ga to primi i ti onda unosiš slike, kontrakt, pičke materine, saobraćajnu unutra i klikneš na taj kvadratić gde piše